There has long been a legend in the NBA known as God's Wrath. The God here, of course, refers to none other than Michael Jordan. As the most revered basketball player in history, many players have been eager to challenge his authority. Some would try to get into his head by talking trash, while others would resort to physical tactics. However, there was usually only one outcome for those who dared to anger Jordan. They would bring out an even stronger version of him. Without further ado, let's dive into the top 20 revenge moments of the basketball god, Michael Jordan. 1. Blocking Mercer. This moment came when Michael Jordan, wearing a Wizards jersey during his second comeback, faced his former team, the Chicago Bulls, for the first time. After receiving the ball at the right wing 45 degrees, Jordan drove to the free throw line, faked a shot, and attempted a mid-range jumper over his defender, only to be blocked. The Bulls quickly launched a fast break, with Ron Mercer driving coast to coast towards the basket. Just as Mercer was about to lay the ball in, Jordan suddenly appeared from behind and delivered a two-handed chase-down block, pinning the ball to the backboard, igniting the crowd. It's worth noting that Jordan was nearly 40 years old at the time, yet his explosiveness seemed undiminished. Interestingly, Ron Mercer was the Bulls' starting shooting guard after Jordan's 1998 retirement. This play felt like Jordan was sending a message to the young player: "You may have taken my position, but you haven't taken my place." 2. Posterizing Laimbeer. As one of the most notorious villains in NBA history, Bill Laimbeer was known for his dirty play, and Jordan was one of his primary targets. In one regular season game, Laimbeer used a dangerous scissor move to stop Jordan's layup, nearly injuring him. However, Laimbeer soon faced the consequences of angering his airness. In Game 2 of the 1989 Eastern Conference Finals, Jordan got his chance for revenge during a fast break. After crossing half-court, Jordan charged full speed ahead and threw down a powerful dunk right over Laimbeer. After the dunk, Jordan glared at Laimbeer with fierce intensity, finally releasing his pent-up frustration. 3. Humiliating Isaiah Thomas. In addition to Bill Laimbeer, Pistons star guard Isaiah Thomas also had long-standing tension with Michael Jordan. During the 1984-85 season, Jordan's breakout performance made Thomas, a perennial All-NBA first-team selection, feel an unprecedented level of pressure. In that year's All-Star game, Thomas allegedly led a group of veterans to freeze Jordan out, which severely damaged their relationship. Just a week after the All-Star game, Jordan faced the Pistons in a regular season matchup. Fueled by anger, he exploded for a season-high 49 points and 15 rebounds, leading the Bulls to victory. Notably, during one fast break, with no one between him and the basket, Jordan intentionally slowed down to let Thomas catch up, before slamming the ball home right in front of him. The commentator even remarked, "Jordan is clearly humiliating Isaiah." 4. Revenge on the Pistons. Although Jordan had gotten his personal revenge on Laimbeer and Isaiah Thomas early in his career, the Pistons remained the biggest obstacle for Jordan on a team level, without a doubt. For 3 consecutive playoff seasons starting in 1987-88, Jordan and the Bulls were eliminated by the Pistons. Under Chuck Daly's leadership, the Bad Boys turned the basketball court into a boxing ring with their physical play. By the 1990-91 season, an evolved Jordan finally got his revenge by sweeping the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals. In Game 4, just before the final buzzer, Isaiah Thomas led several teammates off the court, walking past Jordan without acknowledging their defeat or congratulating their opponents, heading straight to the locker room. After that, Thomas lost the trust of the Dream Team, missing out on the 1992 Olympic Games. 5. The blindfold free throw. During a regular season game in the 1991-92 season, the Bulls were playing the Nuggets on the road. In the final moments of the game, Jordan drew a foul and went to the free throw line. At that moment, a young Dikembe Mutombo decided to taunt Jordan, saying, "You're pretty good, huh? Can you make a free throw with your eyes closed?" Jordan quickly accepted the rookie's challenge, smiling and replying, "Hey Mutombo, this one's for you, baby." He then closed his eyes and shot the free throw, swishing it through the net, delivering a powerful response. After the game, Jordan approached Mutombo and famously said, "Welcome to the NBA." 6. Posterizing Mutombo. Of course, Mutombo's taunts toward Jordan didn't stop with just one incident. During the locker room session at the 1997 All-Star Game, Mutombo teased Jordan, saying, "It's been 6 years, and you've never dunked on me." Jordan thought to himself, "That's a first, someone actually asking to be dunked on." Not long after, in a regular season game between the Bulls and the Hawks, Jordan got his chance. After passing the ball to a teammate from the corner, Jordan cut to the basket, received the pass, and threw down a powerful dunk right over Mutombo, fulfilling Mutombo's wish. After the dunk, Jordan even celebrated by mimicking Mutombo's signature finger wag right in front of him. Reflecting on this response, Jordan simply stated, "If someone challenges me, I'll make them pay the price." 7. Blocking Stockton. When it comes to Jordan's career rivals, the duo of John Stockton and Karl Malone are certainly on the list. In Game 4 of the 1997 NBA Finals, with 1:30 left in the game and the Bulls leading by 3 points, Jordan made a move at the free throw line to get past his defender and was about to take a shot when Stockton swiped the ball, igniting a fast break. Jordan sprinted back at full speed, catching up and delivering a chase-down block, pinning the ball to the backboard. However, the referee controversially called a foul on the play, leaving Jordan visibly frustrated. Following this call, the Jazz mounted a comeback and successfully tied the series. Despite the controversial call, Jordan responded by scoring 38 points in Game 5 and 39 points in Game 6, leading the Bulls to another championship. 8. Schooling Payton. In the 1990-91 season, Gary Payton had just entered the league. During a preseason game between the Sonics and the Bulls, Payton dropped 21 points on Bulls guard B.J. Armstrong and even trash-talked Jordan, who was sitting on the bench. 2 weeks into the regular season, the teams met again. Before the game, Jordan told Armstrong, "Leave that rookie to me." In the first quarter alone, Jordan made 6 consecutive shots over Payton and drew 2 fouls on him. Jordan finished the game with an easy 33 points and 7 steals. In contrast, Payton played 21 minutes and only managed to score 2 points. After the game, Jordan told Payton, "This isn't preseason." 9. Angered by Cavaliers fans. March 28, 1990, was a milestone day for Michael Jordan. In a road game against the Cavaliers, he scored 69 points and grabbed 18 rebounds, both career highs. Early in the second half, during a fast break, Jordan was fouled hard by Rod Williams, causing him to crash to the floor in pain. He remained on the ground for over a minute, unable to get up, while Cavaliers fans cheered and celebrated his fall. Jordan then turned to the team's trainer and said, "They'll pay for that." True to his word, the angered basketball god went on to completely dominate the second half. 10. Returning the block. In the 1992 Barcelona Olympics, Michael Jordan was competing with the Dream Team. During a group stage match against the Serbian national team, Jordan executed a post-up move and attempted a turnaround floater, only to be blocked straight up by the opposing center. The basketball god wasn't about to let that slide. On the very next play, after a missed shot by Serbia and an offensive rebound, a Serbian player attempted a layup, unaware that Jordan was waiting behind him. Jordan, hanging in the air, delivered a powerful block, returning the favor and exacting his revenge. 11. Revenge on the Magic. In March 1995, after his first retirement, Michael Jordan announced his return and switched his jersey number to 45. In the Eastern Conference semifinals, the Bulls faced off against the Orlando Magic, led by Shaquille O'Neal and Anthony Hardaway. The youthful Magic, with their dominance in the paint, managed to overpower the Bulls and eliminate them with a 4-2 series win. After the series, Nick Anderson, who had made a crucial steal against Jordan, famously said, "45 isn't as good as 23. In the 1995-96 season, Jordan switched back to number 23. The two teams met again in the playoffs, but this time, Jordan led the Bulls, who had just set a record 72-win regular season, to sweep the Magic 4-0, securing his revenge. 12. The Con Man Game. During the 1996-97 season, the New York Knicks had an unwritten rule prohibiting their players, including Jordan's close friend Charles Oakley, from interacting with Michael Jordan. Midway through the season, Knicks head coach Jeff Van Gundy publicly referred to Jordan as the con man, implying that he was deceitful. These comments instantly ignited Jordan's fury. Soon after, Jordan faced the Knicks, shooting 18-4-30 from the field and dropping 51 points. Notably, the Bulls as a team only scored 88 points in total. Years later, several Knicks players, including Patrick Ewing, acknowledged that Jordan was the greatest player in NBA history. 13. Dominating Reggie Miller. Among all of Jordan's rivals, Reggie Miller was certainly one of the most defiant. Despite once hitting a game winner over Jordan, Miller was taught a harsh lesson by his airness early in his career. Before the 1987-88 season, the Pacers and Bulls played an exhibition game. In the first half, Jordan struggled, scoring just 4 points, while Miller had 10. Feeling confident, Miller began trash-talking Jordan, saying, "Is this the great Michael Jordan?" there's a new guy taking over the league. However, in the second half, Jordan exploded for 40 points while holding Miller to just 2 points. According to Miller himself, after that game, he started calling Jordan Black Jesus. 14 Mark Jackson's imitation incident. In Game 2 of the 1989 Eastern Conference semifinals, the Knicks hosted the Bulls. During the third quarter, Knicks all-star guard Mark Jackson managed to steal the ball from Michael Jordan. Jackson then made a crucial mistake. He taunted Jordan by sticking out his tongue, mimicking Jordan's signature move. This clearly lit a fire under the basketball god. In the following games of the series, Jordan bounced back with a vengeance, scoring 40-plus points in 3 of the next 4 games. He led the Bulls to a 4-2 series victory, leaving Mark Jackson as the subject of ridicule. 15 responding with threes. In the 1992 NBA Finals, the Bulls faced off against the Trailblazers. At the time, Blazers star Clyde Drexler finished second to Jordan in the regular season MVP voting, and the Portland media even claimed that the two were on the same level as players, suggesting that Drexler's three-point shooting was superior to Jordan's. This was an open challenge to Jordan, and he quickly responded. In Game 1 of the Finals, Jordan exploded for 35 points in the first half, hitting 6 three-pointers, both of which set records at the time. He even famously shrugged as if to say, "I don't know how this is happening." The Bulls went on to win the series 4-2, with Jordan averaging 2 made threes per game, silencing the Portland media. 16 dominating Pierce. In the summer of 2001, Paul Pierce, who had already established himself as the Celtics franchise player, attended a basketball camp in California alongside Michael Jordan. At that time, rumors about Jordan's second comeback were already circulating within the league. During a conversation, the young Pierce told Jordan, "The NBA is a young man's league now, you're too old." The consequences of provoking Jordan came swiftly. In their first matchup during the 5th game of the regular season, Jordan put up 32 points and 8 rebounds, while Pierce, who averaged 26.1 points per game that season, was held to just 14 points and 5 rebounds under Jordan's defense. 17 schooling Armstrong. As someone whom Jordan had once stood up for, B.J. Armstrong didn't seem to appreciate his former mentor's goodwill. In the second round of the 1998 playoffs, Armstrong, now playing for the Hornets, faced off against his former team, the Bulls. In Game 2 of the series, with 18 seconds remaining, Armstrong hit a crucial jumper to secure a 2-point win for the Hornets, tying the series. According to Hornets star Glenn Rice, Armstrong repeatedly taunted the Bulls bench after hitting the shot. The result? Jordan led the Bulls to 3 straight victories, easily eliminating the Hornets from the playoffs. 18 responding to media criticism. During the 1988-89 season, after consecutive playoff disappointments, many in the media began criticizing Michael Jordan for being too selfish on the court, contrasting him with Magic Johnson, who was seen as the more team-oriented and superior player. Faced with this criticism, Jordan chose to respond with his performance. From March 25th to April 14th of that season, Jordan recorded 10 triple-doubles in 11 games, delivering a resounding statement with his all-around dominance. 19 blocking Rodman. As everyone knows, Dennis Rodman was a key contributor to Jordan's second three-peat. However, during Rodman's time with the Pistons, he was constantly at odds with Jordan. In the 1990-91 season, during a home game between the Bulls and Pistons, Jordan had one of his layup attempts blocked by Rodman from behind. Being the relentless competitor that he was, Jordan sought immediate revenge. In the following possessions, Jordan switched to guarding Rodman and blocked him 3 times in a row. 20 Riley. The final revenge moment for Jordan didn't take place on the basketball court. Among the many coaches, Pat Riley had a deep history with Jordan, as both shared an intense competitive nature. Whether coaching the Knicks or the Heat, Riley always tried to find ways to counter Jordan. In the 1992 offseason, Riley checked into a hotel suite, only to receive a call from the hotel manager shortly after informing him that he needed to switch rooms because a VIP specifically requested that suite. Riley complied, only to later find out that the VIP in question was none other than Michael Jordan. This was Jordan's subtle, off-court way of getting back at the legendary coach. These are the top 20 revenge moments of Michael Jordan that we've highlighted in this episode. If we were to mention a positive example from history, it might be what Lakers Showtime guard Byron Scott once said, "The key to defending Jordan is not to make him angry." Simply put, if Jordan's game ever took on a personal edge, the inevitable outcome would be God's wrath.